Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Tupelo Regular Council meeting of May 18th. At this time, oh yes, my name is Buddy Palmer. Mike Bryan is the council president, and he is on his way from Jackson, Mississippi, and he may drop by just in a moment. I don't know. So anyhow, we'll go forward to that. At this time, I would ask that we all stand for our invocation, which will be given by Council Member Travis Beard. And remain standing for the Pledge of Allegiance, please.
Let's pray. Lord, we thank you for this day, for the many blessings that you bestowed upon us as individuals and our city as a whole. We ask you to bless this meeting. It would honor you, and that we would be used in your service. Forgive us of our sins, I pray, in Christ's name. Amen.
Amen.
If I get you three young men to come up here, I got Isaac Shoemaker, Tanner Jones, and Declan McCullough. Y'all come up front right about here. And Tanner, you lead us.
All right. Face the flag, guys.
Attention, salute, pledge.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you very much. Now I'll call this meeting to order. And the first item would be the confirmation or amendment to the agenda and the agenda order. And I will call on Mr. Lynn Bryan.
I make a motion that we approve the agenda and agenda order.
Second. We have a motion by Mr. Bryan and a second by Willie Jennings. All in favor? Thank you very much. That is unanimous. We'll now go to the proclamations, recognitions, and reports agenda, beginning with proclamations.
Thank you, President Palmer. If I could at this time ask the Queen's Reward. I don't know who all is coming up. I think everybody needs to come up. Don't be shy. On behalf of the Council, Administration, and City of Tupelo, it's my privilege to issue the following proclamation. Whereas Queen's Reward Meadery, located in Tupelo, Mississippi, is the state's first and only meadery and one of only a handful in the southeast, and Queen's Reward is considered a winery by the federal government in the state of Mississippi and one of only 2 operating wineries in the state of Mississippi. Whereas since becoming federally licensed in 2016, Queen's Reward has converted over 30,000 pounds of honey into wine and is the only meadery or winery that uses 100% Mississippi honey in all of its products. Queen's Reward has won 28 medals in international wine competitions since 2018. And Queen's Reward Winter Spice was selected in All Recipes magazine and allrecipes.com 50 food gifts from 50 states as the food gift received from Mississippi in 2020. Queen's Reward has been mentioned in Cooking with Paula Deen, Rolling Stone magazine, Good Grit magazine, Forbes magazine, Mud and Magnolias, and Wine for Food Online, in addition to many others. Whereas Queen's Reward Meadery was instrumental in producing and distributing hand sanitizer during and after the peak of the COVID-19 pandemic, mostly at no cost to businesses and residents of the city of Tupelo and surrounding areas. Queen's Reward Meadery will celebrate its 3rd anniversary on May 25th, 2021, coincidentally the same day as International Wine Day. Therefore, as mayor of the city of Tupelo, I do hereby proclaim May 25, 2021 as Queen's Reward Meadery Day in Tupelo, Mississippi, and encourage all of our citizens to recognize and celebrate its accomplishments. Set forth this 18th day of May, 2021. Congratulations.
We love Tupelo. You guys are awesome. We wouldn't have picked anywhere else in the whole state to do this, and we make awesome honey in Mississippi, so y'all come taste our wine.
Mayor, you have another proclamation.
Yes, sir, and I didn't know you were going to be in the president's chair today. I was going to invite you to help me with this one, but Miss Leslie Talley, a teacher at Lawhorn Elementary, could you come forward? At this time, on behalf of the council, administration, and city of Tupelo, it's my honor to issue the following proclamation. Whereas Lawhorn Elementary school teacher Leslie Talley was named the 2021 Mississippi Teacher of the Year by the Mississippi Department of Education, and whereas Ms. Talley decided in kindergarten to become a teacher, and she never swayed from that decision. Her inspiration is rooted in the influence of other educators early in her life. Most influentially was her father, who retired from a career that spanned 47 years as a teacher and coach. Whereas Ms. Talley believes all children deserve the opportunity to develop cognitively, socially, emotionally, and physically in a risk-free learning environment. And her greatest contributions and accomplishments in education stem from her drive to enhance her own instruction for her students and also share what she has learned with fellow teachers, particularly in the area of literacy. Whereas after teaching third grade and first grade, Ms. Talley taught in a program that provided explicit phonics, I need to take it myself, in instruction for students with dyslexic tendencies. It was during this time that she found her true niche in education, supporting literacy development by providing systemic multisensory instruction. Mrs. Talley developed an entire phonics sequence and instruction and corresponding materials for her grade level. Most recently, at Lawhorn Elementary School, she has established a specialized reading foundations class to support struggling readers, organized a virtual readers theater, created fluency educational materials to share in the community, and created a breakfast book club to develop reading fluency. Whereas Mrs. Talley has fostered community relationships by orchestrating her annual Open Doors Day in her classroom, and she's an active member of First Baptist Church of Tupelo. Her community involvement extends to reach an online community as well. She constructed a literacy-based website, Talley Tells Literacy, where she supports literacy instruction through blog posts and digital resources that she creates. Her materials and products have been implemented into district curricular resources and classrooms throughout the United States. Therefore, on behalf of the city of Tupelo, I do hereby proclaim May 21st, 2021 as Leslie Purvis Talley Day in the city of Tupelo, and encourage all citizens to recognize and celebrate her contributions and recognitions on this day. Signed this the 18th day of May, 2021.
I'm used to talking to kids all day long, so it's odd to stare at a group of adults, but I'm so grateful for this. It's an honor to represent Mississippi. It was an honor to represent Lawhorn and in Tupelo. So to go all the way through the congressional district and in the state of Mississippi, this is just, it's unbelievable to me. But I'm very honored and I'm grateful, and I hope that at the end of this year, this next year, we'll still be honoring this day, and I will not have embarrassed anyone along the way. So I'm very grateful. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Ms. Talley, and I want you to know Lawhorn loves you. We do, absolutely. Now it's time for recognition, Girl and Boy Scouts.
Thank you, President Palmer. We have 3 outstanding young men here with us today from Troop 12, sponsored by First United Methodist Church. They're working on their Citizenship in the Community Merit Badge. Their counselor is Duke Loden. The three young men, if you'll stand when called. Isaac Shoemaker, son of David and Kim Shoemaker. Declan McCullough, son of Owen and Julia McCullough. And Tanner Jones, the son of Super Dave and Jenny Jones, and the grandson of one of our former council members, Mr. Burdell Jones. Could we give them a big round of applause?
Thank you, Mayor. At this time, we'll go to employee recognitions.
There are none, but I do want to recognize a special guest that we have here. Dr. Walker is with us. My understanding is that she attended Chief Walker's very first council meeting and wanted to be here for what will unfortunately be his last council meeting.
Thank you. We'll now go into public recognitions, beginning with Ms. Nettie Davis.
I'm just happy to be here today, and I would like to thank the city of Tupelo and all of its citizens for remembering me and my family during the loss of my brother. We had his funeral at 1 o'clock today, and so thank you so much for that. My brother was director of the Tupelo Vocational Center and also a very strong leader in the community. So we just thank you for everything you've done.
Mr. Beard.
Yes, I just give a shout out to Miss Nettie for being here. You know, just shows her devotion to the city of Tupelo. She loves Tupelo and wants what's best for Tupelo. It's an example for me, you know, her dedication and commitment to this council and this city and this board, and I think, you know, she deserves a round of applause.
All right. Mr. Whittington. Lynn?
Nothing.
I've been asked to suspend the rules to allow Mr. Jennings to speak for up to 20 or 30 minutes, and that's a joke, that's a joke. But he's got some...
Well, you know, it's on record now.
He's got some special comments tonight. Mr. Jennings.
Mayor, you don't mind, Sheriff? Good evening. I couldn't let this go by. I kept waiting what was the right time to maybe to get up and say something as I exit out of the city council road. I have another month to go. But first I want to say I want to thank my colleagues. I want to thank Ms. Davis. She didn't have to be in this evening. But that shows you the dedication of a person. And I know she's hurting right now, but she made time to come on out and continue to do her job, but she didn't have to be here. So I want to thank her. And my pride will always be with you, because I grow to, we had our differences, but we find that we work out our differences at points in time, and she knows it's no secret. And we came to respect each other and love each other as colleagues. And to my other colleagues, I want to say it's been a pleasure the last, some of you, 12 years. Mr. Marker, we came in at 09. And Mr. Bryant been here 8 years with him, and Mr. Palmer 8, and Mr. Beard 8. And our clerk, Ms. Messy, she's been great. So I want to thank y'all guys. We have accomplished a lot in my 12 years. And with the mayor, administration, and the department heads, I learned to respect you in your role. I know sometimes we saw things different, but my role was the heart of the people. And we all are serving other people of Tupelo. And I think we showed that, special with Deputy Chief Anthony Hill and Major Clayton, Deputy Chief Clayton. We got two Deputy Chiefs. I learned to call on y'all because the city needs people that can stand up and do their jobs when people are talking about defunding police. And I don't think a lot of people understand what that means. That means take away from the police, not yield. And I'm a proactive person. we need police to help govern the city in order, and I think y'all done a great job of that. And the chief, fire chief, you're going out, so I'm gonna say this. I learned to respect you and your role. You've been a great friend to me in the Flint City program and hiring kids in all these departments. But some of them have got full-time jobs in the fire department. And so that shows you that program works. So now I want to get to the people that put me in office. And I want to thank Ward 7 supporters from 09 to now. I appreciate what y'all done for me. I was put here to serve Ward 7, but also serve the whole city. And I think it's not bragging. I think we, and I say we, that means all of Ward 7 and my colleagues in administration, we've done a great job putting this city where it needs to be in that financial sound shape. I've been traveling all over Mississippi and some of the other parts of the state. We are one of the leading cities in the nation that has a balanced budget every year and have a good rainy day fund. And people wonder how we do it. Because it's people like the mayor and the department heads and like my colleagues. We take our job seriously because this is the taxpayers' money that we handle. Just like we handle our money at home. If you do a poor job at home, you're going to have a poor outcome. So I feel like we've done a good job in handling the taxpayers' financial to put this city where it needs to be. And it's in a stage now that I am so glad to be a part of, that I am going to leave it, and I hope to leave it in good hands as we go forward. Because I'm going to be one of them that's sitting out there, if you're not doing the job, I'm going to be saying, guys, we need to shape up. Because I worked 12 long years to help get this city where it needs to be. Along with, I want to leave my attorney out, Mr. Logan, and also a new attorney. See, there ain't too many cities can say they have 2 attorneys on payroll. I don't know where anywhere they have that. So all of my supporters in Ward 7, I thank you again. I wouldn't be here if it was a pleasure for me to serve, and I took it at heart. One of my constituents, well, 2 of my constituents I see here, and one of them, she ain't gonna like it, Miss Maddie Mabry gonna be coming up before us in a little while. I've been knowing her for over 40 years, and she's been the one that helped drive me. And she's a dedicated person. And Miss Ruth Funder is one of my constituents, also the mayor's secretary. So she's been a great supporter, and I think that's all. But I just want to thank y'all again. I love this job, and I'm going out proud, and I'm still be in Tupelo, paying taxes. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Willie. Now it's time, what everybody's been waiting on, the mayor's remarks.
I think it was so well received, I thought I'd go ahead and do the State of the City again.
Try that, yeah. No, you can do it.
Do want to, and I will, Missy, if we haven't already, we'll submit a hard copy of that for the minutes tonight. So I will save everybody from the pain of having to listen to me talk for another hour. But we have a lot that Councilman Jennings alluded to. We have a lot to be proud of the accomplishments over the last 8 years, the last 12 years, as a city. Really some phenomenal successes, and that's something that I'm extremely proud of, and proud to report that the state of the city is in fact strong, and that's something we can all be proud of. Echo the remarks, beautiful service today, Councilwoman Davis, for your brother, Mr. Jimmy Lee Young Jr., and I would echo the remarks of admire your dedication to be here today after what has been an extremely long and difficult day for you. Want to remind everybody on the tornado. We have done a remarkable job, Public Works, Chuck, our team, working with our different agencies. We've done a remarkable job in cleaning up the tornado to the extent just in the last 2 weeks, it's already kind of becoming out of sight, out of mind for a lot of people. And that's not a criticism, that's a testament to how hard Public Works has worked and, done a great job. But we are still doing cleanup. Keep Tupelo Beautiful needs volunteers for this Saturday. They have 2 different projects going on. One is tornado damage cleanup in the Park Hill neighborhood from 8 a.m. until noon, and the Garden Spruce Up Day in Haven Acres at the Boys and Girls Club from 9 till 11. So Catherine Ray, Keep Tupelo Beautiful, just doing a fantastic job with that program, helping the city, in addition to beautification, helping the city respond to natural disaster, which is incredibly impressive. The COVID-19, of course, in here, most everybody's not wearing a mask. I applaud the young man with the Boy Scouts for wearing your mask. The COVID remains to be a very real issue in the, not just state of Mississippi, but the entire world. We, the council members, myself, have all been vaccinated and would encourage everybody to get your vaccine. The numbers are going down, the deaths are going down, but that is because the vaccines work and are helpful. My understanding now, children 12 years and up are eligible to get the Pfizer vaccine, and then the other vaccines, I believe, are still available to anyone 16 and up. So the CDC has recommended that fully vaccinated people can resume activities without wearing a mask, doing the things that we've had to do for the last 15 or so months. But it's important to remember that guidance, those guidelines are for people that have been vaccinated. Still trying to save lives there. Of course, the election coming up June 8th for council and mayor. Absentee ballots are currently available for that. So if you meet the criteria for voting absentee, you can do that. And then, especially the council members, if you just want to hear me do the State of the City again, the upcoming ward State of the City and meet the candidates. Of course, candidate Victor Flatus has attended all of them. Mr. Jordan has declined those, but the council members will and candidates will beat those. Ward 2 is Monday, May 24th at 6 p.m. at the Rockwell Center. And Ward 3 is Thursday, May 27th at 6 p.m. at the Lee Acres Community Shelter. So I hope to see everybody there. And the public is invited to any of those remaining events. So with that, that would conclude the mayor's report at this time. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mayor. At this time, we'll close the regular meeting and open the public agenda, beginning with public hearings in the matter of lot mowings. Do we have anyone to speak to lot mowings? Do we have any citizen that is wanting to be heard that is already scheduled? We don't have that. We'll close the public agenda and open the regular session, beginning with the action agenda. Item 4, in the matter resolution of the ad valorem tax exemption for Leggett and Platt components number 0341.
So we accept.
I have a motion by Mr. Whittington, a second by Mr. Beard. Do we have any discussion on that, guys? Any discussion?
No, just for the public record, that we discussed this in pre-council yesterday, so I don't have any questions.
Yeah, and I think that's a very good point. We do have a pre-council, and we did go over all of these items and discuss them in length. And we do that, and I think it's very appropriate so that we can go through this meeting relatively quickly, not really quickly, but we've efficiently looked at that. Thank you, Willie. All in favor? That's unanimous. Thank you. Number 5, in the matter resolution of ad valorem tax exemption for Leggett and Platt components number 0908.
So move.
Second.
Mr. Jennings made the motion. Ms. Nettie Davis seconded. We don't need to have any more discussion, I don't believe. All in favor? That is unanimous. Thank you. Item number 6, in the matter resolution of ad valorem tax exemption for Leggett and Platt components Item number 4201.
I move that we would approve the resolution for Leggett and Platt Components, item 4201.
Second.
We have a motion by Ms. Davis, a second by Travis Beard. All in favor? That is unanimous. Thank you. We'll now go to the routine agenda with item number 7. In the matter of approval of minutes of regular May 4th, 2021 council meeting.
Make a motion to approve.
Second.
I have a motion by Mr. Whittington, a second by Mr. Willie Jennings. All in favor? That is unanimous. Number 8, a very important item, in the matter of approval of bill paying.
I make a motion that we approve paying the bills.
Second.
I have a motion by Mr. Willie Jennings, a dual second by Mr. Marco Whittington and Travis Beard. You can pick out which one. Tonight, we had bill paying time. We had Mr. Beard, Marco Whittington, myself that paid the bill under the eyes of Johnny Timmons and Tracy Dillard. All in favor of paying the bills? That is unanimous. Thank you. Item number 9, we have, in the matter of advertising and promotional items.
Move that we approve.
Second.
We have a motion by Travis Beard, a second by Willie Jennings, and those items, number 10,
9.
we have, yeah, here it is, a $400 payment to the Lee County Courier for congratulations to the Tupelo High School 2021 graduating class. All in favor? That is unanimous. Thank you very much. Item number 10, in the matter of budget amendment number 7.
Mr. Chairman, I move that we would approve budget amendment number 7.
Second.
We have a motion by Ms. Davis, a second by Mr. Beard. Ms. Kim Hannah, please.
Yes, thank you. I am proposing to amend 2 funds. The first one is the general fund for a total of $90,231. We're asking to add the second legal position that Mr. Jennings referred to earlier. We would like to get that added so that we can hire that position. We're also asking to move money in a couple of the other departments. City Court, we're asking to move money from capital to supplies, so we're not increasing the budget for that item, as well as development services. We're asking to move money from other services and charges to supplies, as well as the aquatic facility. We're asking to move $1,500 from capital to supplies. Those 3 departments, that would not be increasing the budget, just simply moving money within their departments, within their categories. The second fund that we're asking to amend is the Capital and Infrastructure Fund. We're asking to move $60,700 from the revitalization account, which is a services to capital, so that we can purchase property with that, and that was approved at the last council meeting to purchase the property at the Elvis Presley birthplace, and we can charge that out if that is so approved.
Any questions for Ms. Kim? All in favor? That is unanimous. Thank you very much. Thank you, Kim. Number 11, in the matter of reappointment of Bridget Wilson to the Citizens Police Advisory Board. Mayor Shelton.
Thank you, President Palmer. As stated, that's a reappointment. Ms. Wilson is an at-large appointment. She has served quite well, and I think she would continue to serve very efficiently and admirably in that position, and would respectfully request confirmation of her nomination for reappointment at this time.
I make a motion that we approve this reappointment.
Second.
We have a motion by Willie Jennings, a second by Lynn Bryan. All in favor? That is unanimous. Thank you very much. Item number 12, in the matter of sales parameter bond resolution in connection with the sale of TIF bonds, Fair Park TIF District.
Make a motion we approve.
Second.
I have a motion by Mr. Whittington, a second by Mr. Travis Beard. Mr. Logan.
President Pro Tem Palmer, this is the last step in the reimbursement of Maloney Development for putting the Fair Park Tower next to us. And you may recall that we included the new building that's being built, and this will facilitate us starting on the last building. Mr. Duke Loden is here, and he's worked very hard in transforming, and Colin and Colin Maloney and Century Construction have all worked very hard in transforming Fair Park, and we just appreciate that.
We have a motion and a second. All in favor? That is unanimous. Thank you very much. Mr. Mike Bryan, ladies and gentlemen.
Sorry I'm late, yes.
Yeah.
I was out of town and drove straight here.
Item number 13, in the matter of review/approve planning committee minutes of May 3, 2021.
13. I move that we approve the planning committee minutes of May the 3, 2021.
Second.
We have a motion by Mr. Beard, a second by Mr. Whittington. All in favor? Again, that's unanimous. Thank you very much. Item number 14, in the matter of lot mowing.
I move that we approve the lot mowing list.
Second motion.
We have a motion by Travis Beard, a second by Ms. Nettie Davis. Any discussion? All in favor? That's unanimous. Thank you. Item number 15, in the matter of approval of major thoroughfare committee minutes for February 8th, March 8th, and April the 12th, 2021.
I make a motion that we approve the major thoroughfare committee minutes for February 8th, March 8th, and April 12th, 2021.
Second.
I have a motion by Mr. Jennings, a second by Ms. Davis. Any questions or discussion about that? All in favor? Again, unanimous. Item 16, in the matter of list of current unmarked vehicles.
So moved. Second.
I have a motion by Mr. Lynn Brown, a second by Mr. Whittington. Mr. Bartigari, Chief Bartigari.
Thank you. This list is presented to the council of the unmarked vehicle in our inventory presently. And we'll be submitting these unmarked vehicles, this list, to the council every quarter, just for your information.
Any questions for Chief? All in favor? That's unanimous. Thank you very much. Item number 17, and a matter of memorandum from Department of Veterans Affairs. Chief Aguirre, I need a motion first.
So moved.
Second.
I have a motion by Mr. Mike Bryan and a second by Mr. Willie Jennings. Chief Aguirre.
This is a memorandum of understanding between the Veterans Affairs Administration and the Tupelo Police Department. They have a clinic located here in Tupelo, and this memorandum allows the Tupelo Police Department to assist them on service, calls for service, or any issues that may come up where they need the police.
Any questions for Chief Aguirre? All in favor? That is unanimous. Item number 18, in the matter of new appointment to the Tupelo Park and Recreation's Advisory Board.
I move that we would approve the appointment to the Tupelo Advisory Park Advisory Board.
Second.
I have a motion by Ms. Davis, a second by Mr. Beard. Mr. Alex Barnett, is he's here?
It is my pleasure to come before you today and talk about Miss Maddie Mabry. Miss Maddie Mabry is a lifelong resident of the city of Tupelo and has resided in Haven Acres community for over 46 years. She is the past president of Haven Acres Neighborhood Association and support our local association as a board member. She is a part-time employee of the Boys and Girls Club of North Mississippi and the Haven Acres unit for 16 years. She works in the Ward 7 community group in bringing supportive ideas and events to the area. And it would be my pleasure to recommend her to be a part of the Park Advisory Board. She comes highly regarded by Mr. Willie Jennings, and I think, as you heard earlier, just thinks the absolute world of this lady, and we're just very fortunate that she would be willing to serve on our Park Advisory Board. So,
thank you. Alex, any other comments?
Yes, sir, I would love to. First, when you got somebody to dedicate it, as Miss Mabel, where you stand, Miss Mabel? She gonna get me tomorrow. I met Miss Mabel back in the 80s when we was trying to build a safe place, and it wound up, y'all know, the Boys and Girls Club Community Center. We worked diligently hard to get that. And we moved it in 2003, and she became, I think, the second or third director of the Boys and Girls Club for several years. Then she resigned from that, retired, and then they brought her back as part-time. So she's a hard worker. So Alex, you are blessed to have somebody that really cares about the community and the center on that board. She got a lot of ideas, so listen to her.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
I have a comment. I've been knowing Miss Maddie Mabry all her life. She's a part of, grew up in Park Hill, but I know she is a dedicated person, and whatever she's involved in, she's gonna put her best into it. So I know she'll be a great attribute to the Tupelo Park and Recreation Board.
Any other comments? Ms. Mabry, you come highly recommended, and I'm sure you'll be an asset out there. All in favor?
Oh.
None opposed. Thank you very much. Stay here, Alex. Number 19, in the matter of bid for tennis court lighting, project bid 2021-012 PR.
Move to approve this bid.
Is that right?
Second.
We have a motion by Mike, and we have a second by Willie. Alex.
thank you. So this is a project at the Rob Leake's tennis courts, and this is a capital project that we've been anxious to get off the ground, and we recently just completed a reverse bid. We had two bidders, Qualight Lighting and also Musco Lighting. Qualight came in as the lowest and best price at a price of $70,899. And so at this time, I just respectfully ask that we approve them, and so we can get moving on this great project.
Any questions for Alex? All in favor? That's unanimous. Thank you, Alex. You have another one, don't you? And number 20, in the matter of approval of Tupelo Park and Recreation Department Advisory Board minutes for March 2021 and also April 2021.
Make a motion we approve.
Second.
We have a motion by Mr. Marco Whittington, a second by Lynn Bryan. Alex, I don't think you need to go into the minutes. All in favor? That is unanimous. Thank you very much. This is going to be a group of several items about some change orders for the Dancorp South Conference Center. Beginning in the matter of change order number 3, structural concrete number 2019-018.
Number 21.
21, excuse me. We can't skip 21 and go to it later, but we won't anyhow. In the matter of change orders number 3, site improvements, package A, number 2019-017CO.
I move that we would approve change order number 3.
Second.
We have a motion by Ms. Davis. We have a second by Mr. Beard. Ms. Hannah, if you'd like to come up and, or if you have someone, yes. Doug, if you'll come up and tell us a bit about the change orders.
So the site improvement is a reconciliation of unused allowance. There's an asphalt patch allowance that was not used, deduct of unused lake conditions allowance, and then a trench drain installation that was design change during the construction project was was a credit. And then we had an ad to remedy some wet subsoils, some leaching water under the existing parking lot, and then we found an old concrete pipe that had to be removed for a net of $2,000.
Any questions for Doug?
I'd just like to, with that motion, put change order 3, site improvement. So since we have so many items listed there, add that wording in also.
Okay. All in favor? That's unanimous. You might as well stay there, Doug, just a minute. Item number 21. 22. Thank you, Travis. 22, in the matter of change order number 3, structural concrete, 2019-018CO.
So moved. Second.
I have a motion by Travis Beard, a second by Mr. Whittington. Doug?
This one here is probably the biggest one you're going to see today. This was some design changes towards the end of the project, using some funds that were available to thicken a concrete drive on the west side, and then to apply a concrete sealer to all the dried exterior concretes.
Any questions? In favor of? That's unanimous. We'll go to item number 23 in the matter of change order number 3, masonry, 2019-019CO.
So moved. Second.
We have Willie Jennings' motion and a second by Travis Beard. And
this one here is a reconciliation of unused allowance. The mason had $3,876 in his allowance that he did not use.
any more questions? All in favor? Thank you very much. Number 24, is that correct, Travis?
You got it.
Thank you. In the matter of change order number 3, glass and glazing, number 2019-022CO.
Make a motion to approve.
Second.
We have a motion by Mr. Whittington, second by Mike Bryan.
Again, unused latent conditions, the glazing portion of the project went as planned with no unforeseen conditions.
Any further questions? All in favor? That's unanimous. Item number 24? I was just checking it out. 25. In the matter of change order number 3, General Works, Package 8, item number 2019-024CO.
So moved. Second.
I have a motion by Travis Beard, a second by Mr. Whittington.
So this one here would have been a credit overall with some reconciliation of unused allowances. However, the arena staff and board request to go forward with some rekeying of all their exterior doors to match the new keying system on the conference center and VIP space, so that they can now have one external key. So that's the add of $6,700, and that would be a change order to Maloney Glass and Door to provide that service.
Any further questions? All in favor? That's unanimous. Item number 26, in the matter of change order number 3, mechanical and plumbing, number 2019-027CO.
So moved. Second.
We have a motion by Mr. Willie Jennings, a second by Travis Beard.
This is a credit to give back the unused latent conditions for the mechanical contractor.
Any further questions? All in favor? Thank you very much. Item number 27, in the matter of change order number 3, electrical. That's number 2019-028CO.
So moved.
Second.
We have a motion by Lynn Brown, a second by Mr. Beard.
Mike Brown.
So this one here is, we get a credit back. The design team omitted some data conduits that were in the drawings, and then we added some AV controls, and then we're adding flagpole and flagpole lights, and then there's a couple fire alarm and fire department connections that were on the existing conference center that Jason Cross asked us to address, and we did in this project.
Any further questions? All in favor? Thank you very much. I'd like to say that that's very typical change orders in a project like that. And I think yesterday we found out that everything's going good. We're still within our contract prices and all. I think you're doing a good job. Thank you very much.
Hopefully this is the last time you see me, so.
Yeah. Item number 28, in a matter of approval of an ordinance to enact a deposit increase for temporary water meters.
Make a motion to approve.
Second. I have a motion by Mr. Whittington and a second by Travis Beard. At this time, Mr. Johnny Timmons.
Here comes Johnny. We provide a service to our contractors and builders where we provide fire plug meters for these construction sites. Due to increase in the materials and all this, we're asking for an increase on these. And we'd be asking for an increase on 1-inch meters to $500, 2-inch meters to $900. This is, as soon as these contracts are up, then we give these deposits back, so.
Thank you, Johnny. We've had a motion and a second, haven't we? We have? We have?
Oh, yes, I'm sorry. No.
Any question for Johnny? All in favor? That's unanimous, thank you. Johnny, you might as well stay up there. Number 29, in the matter of approval of contract with William E. Groves Incorporated doing business as Groves Electrical Service for bid number 2021-007WL.
I move to approve this contract.
Second.
I have a motion by Mr. Mike Brown, a second by Ms. Nettie Davis. Johnny?
This bid was approved by you back a couple of meetings back. This is to replace 38 transmission poles. These will be transferred from wood poles to steel poles. Basically, we'll be going from southwest Tupelo sub to the northwest sub. And I would approve Groves Electric for $740,000.
Any further questions for Johnny? All for it? That's unanimous. Thank you, Johnny. Study agenda, we have none. Executive session, council, we do not have any. Before I say that, I know y'all had a good time here today, and I would appreciate y'all coming and listening very well. We wish y'all have a very good week. And
I make a motion to adjourn.
Second.
We have a motion to adjourn and a second. Everybody in favor?
Hey.
This meeting is adjourned. Thank you very much.